Amorim said he would learn more from the Southampton game than the Liverpool and Arsenal games. Let's see what he learned. I want to start by looking at what United did really well against Arsenal and Liverpool. I've covered this before, but it's a crucial part of the Amorim system that the centre-backs step out with any forwards dropping into pockets to prevent midfield overloads. We can see how aggressive they were and how difficult it was for Liverpool and Arsenal to play through United. Against Southampton, it was the complete opposite. United's back three were miles off achieving anywhere near the same level of aggression to shut down these overloads, and the consequences were there for everybody to see. We saw in the Arsenal and Liverpool examples that United were getting out to meet man and ball. Here, Martinez is not tight enough, Diblin turns him, and now they are in the box for that double chance Onana saved. This time, De Ligt is the one not tight enough. It gives Southampton the time to get out of this pressure and build an attack, which leads to this chance. Yoro was awful in this game. Not only is he miles off where he should be, but then drops back, allows Suleimana to turn and run. This is why it's so important that the back three maintain that pressure to stop United's double pivot getting overloaded, making it easy for our opponents to build attacks. Against Arsenal, United's organisation and tactical discipline was first class. Here, we can see from the body language how engaged everyone is. Everyone is fixed on the ball, on their toes and bent at the hips, ready to explode if the ball comes into their area. The distances between the players laterally and horizontally is on point, squeezing that central area. And from here, United forced the error. Again, the body language is dynamic and focused on the task in hand, and we can see how United controlled the central area without the ball, forcing Arsenal backwards. And even when Arsenal got Odegaard on the ball in pockets, United's recovery to shut down space was excellent. We can see the space Odegaard is in and the space Skelly has in front of him, but look at where Mainoo and Ugarte are. By the time the ball gets out to Martinelli, we can see the ground covered by Mainoo and Ugarte to get goal side to squeeze the space in front of United's back five. Again, Odegaard is in a pocket with players in space, but United maintain good pressure on the ball to shadow mark those passes, and by the time the ball gets into United's half, the midfield is back into position to squeeze the space between the lines. This is against Southampton. Straight away, we can see how fragmented United are, opening this huge gap. The body language is completely different. Everyone is on their heels, upright, not looking like they are prepared for what might come. One pass beats our top line and midfield. De Ligt hasn't stepped out, and it's another easy get out for Southampton. The Hackman and Ugarte are miles off where they need to be, and Southampton get the ball in space again. With the Hackman's momentum going forward, trying to get somewhere he should already have been, he's not in a position to help recover. If he was already there, he wouldn't have had to stop going in one direction to then go in another. And De Ligt again doesn't step out, and two forward passes get Southampton here. This situation, Amorim should be really concerned about, in my opinion. This is very similar to the Arsenal example where Odegaard passed the ball to Skelly in space. In fact, there is less space in this situation, but we saw great recovery from United in the Arsenal game. As the play progresses, we can see the amount of space in front of United's back five, with the midfield in no man's land. Amorim should be petrified about this. What we have just been through is the limp, lame mentality Amorim has inherited, but his tactics are now being tested. I have highlighted how United's possession formation fits favourably into the modern narrow defensive formation, always giving United that easy ball out to the wing-backs. We can see how aggressive Arsenal are in their press, but usually United always have the outball to the wing-backs. But unlike other teams we have played, Arsenal aggressively press United's wing-backs, creating a sideline press. With nowhere to go, the ball gets switched out to the other side. On the other side, we can again see how Arsenal have aggressively squeezed United's wing-backs, and we give the ball away. As De Ligt plays the ball into the wing-back, we can again see Arsenal pressing United's wing-back area aggressively. The ball goes back to De Ligt, and we give the ball away again. But Djurek's tactical approach to Southampton's press was very clever. Southampton wanted United to put the ball into the wing-backs. We can see the difference between how tightly Ugarte and De Ligt are marked compared to Martinez. Diblin is deliberately holding back to make sure Onana plays the pass to Martinez. As he does, Diblin presses, but we can see Mazraoui this time has been given the space to make sure the ball goes to him. When the ball goes to Mazraoui, he is aggressively pressed, and just look how Southampton have shut down United's progressive passing options, and we give the ball away. Again, same tactics, double pivot, tightly marked, but offering the outside centre-back. When the pass is played, Yoro is pressed, and now Ahmad is offered. When the ball is played to Ahmad, he is pressed, and we give the ball away again. The way Southampton manipulated United to get the ball into their wing-backs to set up their sideline press was incredible. Hats off to Jurek, and every time they attempted this, they won the ball back. Now teams will be looking at this and will follow suit. So it's now up to Amorim to find a solution, because on this showing, we can't deal with a press. The devil's verdict is, this performance debunked any theory that the Newcastle performance manifested from certain players not playing or certain other players actually playing. The Southampton performance, in my opinion, was worse because they dominated 70 minutes of the game, where Newcastle only dominated the first half. But the difference between the two was Newcastle took their chances. At the end of my Liverpool analysis, I asked you not to look at the performance, but the dynamics that led to the performance. What we saw against Southampton is the real United, not the Liverpool and Arsenal performances. And it's going to take some time for Amorim to even make a dent on this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.